The future of WWE, or rather the future stars of WWE. Hi guys, Mr. Blood here with the Blood Rush Wrestling Podcast, and we're going to talk about who I think the future stars of WWE are going to be in the next 10 years. Now, it's kind of funny to think that when you look back at your Roman Reigns, your Seth Rollins, your Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch's, Charlotte Flair's, etc., 10 years ago, we weren't cheering for most of these people. In fact, we couldn't stand almost any of them, or we didn't care about them at all. But now they are the main faces of WWE as a whole product, and in entirety, they are the top major stars running the whole show. So, it begs the question, in the next 10 years, who are going to be the next 6 top stars? 3 from the women's and 3 from the men. Here we go. Number 6 from the men, Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is really in the middle of a great run right now. You want to talk about a great monster heel with tons of charisma, a fantastic athlete, and someone who truly feels like a threat in the ring, and an obstacle to overcome. He makes a great foil for any top babyface, but the great thing about Bronson Reed is his incredible versatility. He's great on the mic, he's great on the mat, but he's physically imposing, and the fans are behind him. So if they ever decide to turn Bronson into a babyface, I think he's in for one hell of a run. But if they ever decide to keep him as a top heel for the remainder of his tenure, the man will be a force to be reckoned with, and I definitely see him as a world champion someday. Number 5 for the women, Sol Ruca. I'm extremely excited about this young lady coming up through the NXT at the moment. She definitely gives me young Charlotte Flair vibes, but at the same time, she's an incredible gymnast, great in the ring. She has the fan support and the crowd is behind her. She's got one hell of a finishing maneuver that pops us every single time. She's got a great look, and it just seems like everybody behind the curtain is just as behind her as everybody in front of the camera. Whenever she's on screen, it's a lot of fun to see her work. I have massive hopes that she gets called up to the main roster in 2025 in the Royal Rumble, and they can debut her on the main roster hopefully at some point next year. But when she gets there, I see great things in her future. Number 4 from the men is Ludwig Kaiser. I have said this for quite some time now, and I stand by this. I completely see Kaiser as a top heel for many years to come. He's crisp in the ring, and the man can truly put on a remarkable match with anybody. Just look at his matches with Braun Breaker and Sheamus this year alone if you need a reference. He's got a fantastic charisma about him, his character work is incredible, he's insanely underrated on the mic, and he's a mixture of athletic, brooding, and calculating. There's something about him that always feels dangerous, even below that nearly metrosexual composure of his. Not only do I see him as a top mid-carder, I 100% see him as a future heel main eventer. Number 3 from the women, Lyra Valkyria. Lyra is someone who is meant to be, in a way, a successor to Becky Lynch, an Irish ass kicker with an incredible ability to brawl and work a technical style. She's already got the fans eating out of the palm of her hands with her entrance. They definitely love to see her win, but even more than that, so long as they keep booking her and they don't give her start and stop pushes like they've been doing through the middle half of this year, of 2024 that is, that I think she is going to be a fantastic women's champion one day. And with the new Women's Intercontinental and United States Championships now currently undergoing their tournaments to crown their inaugural winners, I feel like she's definitely needing to win this tournament. She's got a great future ahead of her, and a win with this title would propel her career into the stratosphere. Number 2 from the men, Braun Breaker. I don't feel like this should really be a surprise to anybody, but Braun Breaker at some point is probably going to become the face of WWE as its top champion or top babyface within the next 10 years. They've had a lot of stock in him. They have a lot of faith in him. Braun has proved that he can not only go in the ring and put on captivating matches with his personal brand of ferocity, but he's also great on the mic and brings an intensity to his character in all of his feuds. Not only does he feel dangerous, he's also a generational superstar, something that WWE has always loved in their top stars. Not only does he fit because of his lineage, you honestly can make an argument that he's definitely surpassed his father and uncle. Not only do I see him having a long title reign with a world title at some point, it's hard to look at Braun and not see him main eventing WrestleMania one of these days. And number 1 from the women, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton may be one of those few women that come along in WWE that wind up being even more popular than any of the men in the company. She may join the ranks one day of an AJ Lee, a Chyna, or a Becky Lynch, or a Trish Stratus, to the likes of where those women at one point in their careers were getting the loudest reactions in the company over any performer from the product. If you look at her now, even as a definite heel, she's more over with the fans than most of the other heels or baby faces that are on the women's side of the roster from Raw or SmackDown. She has charisma, she's fantastic in the ring, there's charm about her that you either love or you hate, which keeps you engaged with her. Whether you want to be or not, it's all about getting a reaction. But either way you slice it, you are probably looking at the future top women's babyface in the company within the next 10 years. Well guys, that's my list. Those are my picks. Let me know in the comments down below who you think are going to be leading WWE into the future in the next 10 years. If you guys can give me 3 women and 3 men of your choices, that'd be awesome. And then give me a follow over on all of my socials. The link tree is in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, go follow me over back on TikTok before they take it all away from us because the American government sucks. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.